The book's foundation rests on the contrasting mindsets of Kiyosaki's two dads, Poor Dad and Rich Dad. Poor Dad is Robert's biological father, a highly educated man who followed the traditional path of working hard, getting a good education, and then securing a stable job. Despite his academic success, he struggled financially, believing in job security and pensions, and he worked for money rather than making money work for him. On the other hand, Rich Dad, his best friend's father, was less formally educated but had a more entrepreneurial mindset. Rich Dad believed in financial education, asset accumulation, and making money work for you rather than working for money. Through the juxtaposition of these two approaches, Kiyosaki emphasizes that it's not your income that makes you rich or poor, but rather your mindset, financial knowledge, and ability to invest in assets over liabilities. Key themes and lessons form the core of Kiyosaki's teachings. One of the central tenets of the book is the inadequacy of traditional education when it comes to financial literacy. Kiyosaki stresses that schools teach students how to become employees rather than how to manage money, invest, or build wealth. The Rich Dad encourages Robert to learn how money works and to make it work for him. Financial education, according to Kiyosaki, is crucial for escaping the rat race of working hard just to pay bills. Traditional schooling emphasizes academic and professional success, but personal finance skills, like how to invest, budget, and create wealth, are often neglected. Kiyosaki explains that most people work for money, trading their time for a paycheck. The poor dad mentality revolves around working harder for promotions and raises, which typically lead to higher taxes and more expenses. In contrast, the rich dad teaches that money should work for you, meaning that the key to financial freedom lies in creating and investing in income-generating assets. Instead of working for a paycheck, the wealthy focus on acquiring assets that provide passive income, such as real estate, stocks, and businesses. A critical distinction that Kiyosaki makes in the book is between assets and liabilities. Many people mistakenly believe that their home, car, and other possessions are assets, but Kiyosaki redefines these terms based on cash flow. An asset, according to him, is something that puts money in your pocket, while a liability is something that takes money out. The rich focus on acquiring assets, while the poor and middle class acquire liabilities that they think are assets. The lesson here is to focus on building a portfolio of assets, such as investments and businesses, that generate income. Avoid accumulating liabilities like expensive homes or cars that drain resources. Kiyosaki introduces readers to the benefits of understanding corporate structures and taxes. The rich often use corporations as a way to reduce tax liability and protect assets. Corporations allow individuals to take advantage of tax breaks that aren't available to employees. The rich use corporations to legally minimize their taxes and increase their wealth, while the poor and middle class pay taxes first and live off what's left. The lesson here is to learn to leverage corporate structures for tax benefits, protecting your wealth and increasing cash flow. This is a key tool the wealthy use to get ahead. In this chapter, Kiyosaki explains the importance of minding your own business, which means focusing on building and growing your own assets rather than solely working for someone else. While most people focus on their income, the rich focus on their portfolio of investments, which grows even when they aren't actively working. Kiyosaki suggests building a side business or acquiring assets like real estate, stocks, bonds, or intellectual property that will grow and generate income over time. The lesson here is, instead of relying solely on your job, focus on building a stream of income-generating assets. Kiyosaki identifies several obstacles that prevent people from achieving financial success, including fear. The fear of losing money is one of the main reasons people never take the risks necessary to become rich. Rich Dad teaches that failure is part of the learning process, and it's important to overcome the fear of losing. Cynicism. Negative thinking and doubt prevent many from making financial decisions. Rich Dad suggests that it's important to critically evaluate opportunities rather than dismiss them out of fear or uncertainty. Laziness. Some people fail to build wealth because they are too lazy to learn about investing or creating a business. Rich Dad advocates taking the initiative and developing financial intelligence. Arrogance. The belief that you already know everything you need to know can be a significant barrier to financial success. Humility and a willingness to learn from others are essential for continued growth and financial success. The lesson here is to overcome fear, doubt, laziness, and arrogance in order to embrace opportunities and take control of your financial future. The value of learning through experience cannot be overstated. Kiyosaki emphasizes the importance of real-world experience and taking risks as a critical part of financial education. Many people are taught to avoid risk at all costs, but the rich understand that taking calculated risks is often necessary to achieve wealth. Rich Dad teaches Robert to seek opportunities to learn through doing, whether through investing, starting a business, or acquiring real estate. Making mistakes and learning from them is a valuable part of the financial education process. So don't be afraid to take risks and learn from your mistakes. Real-world experience is more valuable than theoretical knowledge. Rich Dad's core principles are central to the lessons in Rich Dad, Poor Dad. These principles include: wealth is a mindset. The poor and middle class focus on job security, whereas the rich focus on financial independence. Invest in income-generating assets. The rich acquire assets that produce income, while the poor and middle class acquire liabilities that drain income. Financial intelligence is key. The ability to understand how money works, how to manage it, and how to invest wisely is more important than having a high-paying job. Avoid the rat race. Most people work hard to earn money, only to spend it on liabilities. The rich break this cycle by investing in assets that generate passive income. Leverage taxes and corporations. The rich use the tax code and corporate structures to their advantage, minimizing their tax liability and increasing their wealth. In Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Kiyosaki argues that the road to financial freedom is not paved by working harder or earning more money through a job, but through financial intelligence, investing, and cultivating the right mindset. The book advocates for taking control of your financial future by learning how to make money work for you, understanding the difference between assets and liabilities, and being willing to take risks and learn from failure. The key lessons from the book can be distilled into the following principles. Increase your financial IQ. Learn about money, taxes, investments, and business. Financial intelligence is essential for success. Acquire assets. Build your wealth by acquiring income-generating assets like real estate, stocks, and businesses. Work for yourself, not for others. Focus on building your own business or investment portfolio rather than relying solely on a job for income. Take risks. Don't be afraid to make mistakes and learn from them. Experience is a valuable teacher in the journey to financial success. Mind your own business. Stay focused on your own financial goals rather than getting caught up in someone else's dreams. Start early. The earlier you start building assets and learning about money, the more time you have to grow your wealth. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a personal finance book that contrasts the financial philosophies of two father figures, one who works for money and one who makes money work for him. Through this comparison, the book teaches key lessons on financial education, investing, and wealth building. Its core message is that financial success is less about working hard at a job and more about acquiring assets, increasing financial intelligence, and developing the right mindset. Kiyosaki's advice encourages readers to challenge traditional beliefs about money, focus on building assets rather than working for a paycheck, and take control of their financial destiny. With its emphasis on real-world experience, the book advocates taking risks, learning from failures, and leveraging financial tools like corporations to minimize taxes and grow wealth. In summary, Rich Dad, Poor Dad provides a framework for achieving financial independence through a mindset shift, focusing on assets over liabilities, and building a solid foundation of financial intelligence. It's a call to action for individuals to take charge of their financial futures and break free from the cycle of working for money, instead, making money work for them.